Whether it's a cringy breakup album, an album so bad no one knows how it was even released, or simply a mediocre album that caused fans to switch up, the music industry is a very fickle place.
Yes,
no artist really knows what the outcome of releasing an album could be. Best case scenario, it goes #1 and you gain tons of fans.
Jimmy Fredette was not an NBA success. He's never had NBA success for real. Jimmy Fredette balls in every league that he's in except the NBA. I've seen the clips. I've seen some clips. Jimmy going crazy like China or something. You losing your voice? I am. Honestly, realistically, I'm keeping it a book. I should not be streaming for long periods of time, so I can try to get my voice back. But I be trying to get y'all content because I know I was gone for a while.
But today we're going to be looking at the worst case. We're going to be looking into artists that ruined their career after dropping just one album. First, I just want to say a couple things. One, this video was inspired by Jamari's video about Chance the Rapper, who of course is the perfect example of this, so you know I had to include him in this one as well. So shout out to Jamari for the video.
I've been on this motherfucker for 6 hours. Are you crazy? See, the problem is I forgot who the fuck I was. I used to stream them. I used to get 2 hours of streams and get out of here.
Idea
and it was 2 hours of streams too. 2 hours. You know how hard that is to do?
Two, not necessarily everyone on this list ruined their careers. I think every artist in general has a chance to make a comeback. But in this video specifically, we're going to be looking at a few different cases, like people who ruined their reputations, people who tremendously lowered their expectations from fans, or people who just straight up ruined their careers. So even if these artists do have a handful of monthly listeners, or they're rich and set for life, these are some artists that drop some stinkers that will forever stain their careers. So make sure.
I did not do 1 hour streams, bro. 1 hour is crazy, bro. Because an intro of a stream probably be 15 minutes. Hold on, wait. The only time, not on Twitch. I probably did 1 hour streams on YouTube. On YouTube, 1 hour. But on Twitch, it was never 1 hour, bro. Y'all capping, bro. Y'all capping, bro. Come on, bro. Now, YouTube, for sure. For sure. D-Live, D-Live, they only paid me for an hour. I was giving them free content. Yo, pay me, sign me more. Sign me more. I might stay on here longer.
Keep that in mind while watching, and let's continue with the video. So like I said, Chance the Rapper is probably one of the biggest examples of this topic. He began rapping in middle school and began working on his first mixtape in high school. He had released some music and had a little bit of buzz, and then released his debut mixtape 10 Day in 2012. Chance got a decent amount of attention, especially locally, and even got some recognition from
what I'm gonna do is, for most of these artists, if I feel like I might try to find a song from them that I like.
Complex and Forbes. He also got into contact with Childish Gambino and featured on his mixtape, and also opened for him on tour. The next year, he released his classic mixtape Acid Rap, with features from plenty of talented artists.
I never liked Acid Rap. I remember Acid Rap came out, people in class was with this shit. Bro, one of these dudes in my class kept playing this song. Well, no, this is my roommate. My roommate. Imagine waking up, the roommate cleaning the room. Hey, no cap, I woke up like this. I hated that. I hated that song. I was tired of the whole ass. I was an ugly ass. Oh, I hated that song. Oh my God, bro. Shout out to my bro. I actually talked to my roommate on the phone for the first time in like almost a year yesterday, bro. It's my motherfucking dog, bro. I always gonna be my bro, but like, man, boy, you pissed me off with that Chance the Rapper, bro. Dog. Let's go.
Artist, which led to
Look at it right here, Cocoa Butter Kisses.
Really moving up in the music industry. He was nominated for Best Mixtape of the Year at the BET Awards. He began touring, was featured in commercials.
Y'all gotta find this clip. I just seen Vic Mensa's name. Dog, it was a clip of Trippie Redd. Vic Mensa. I don't think I can find it, bro. Dog, that was just yell Vince Mensa. Vic
commercials,
Mensa. He kept his name up.
Also performed at Lollapalooza. Then in 2014, he was an XXL freshman and started appearing in tons of other things in the following years. He also met Kanye in 2014, who was one of his favorite artists of all time, and they eventually began to work together on Kanye's album, The Life of Pablo. When this album released in 2016, Chance was all over it with writing credits and multiple verses. It was also on this album that Chance said, "I met Kanye West, I'm never gonna fail," which would eventually become an iconic line for a variety of reasons. Regardless, Chance the Rapper was everywhere, and people loved him for his personality. He had a very positive and friendly vibe to him, and he was also becoming more open about his religion, which made some people like him even more. Following his busy years and recent work on Life of Pablo, Chance the Rapper released Coloring Book, which was his third mixtape. People loved this album. It sold 38,000 copies.
I'm not gonna lie, Coloring Book was okay. Coloring Book was okay. This shit was cool. It was cool.
His first week and hit number 8 on the Billboard 200 despite being released exclusively on Apple Music.
Chance was what you want me to tell you? It was amazing. It was okay.
On top of the world and had been working with tons of brands like H&M, Nestle, and more. He threw a festival in Chicago and went on tour following his mixtape. In 2017, Chance performed at the Grammys, was nominated for 7, and won 3 Grammy Awards. He headlined an event at the Obama Foundation and was in a Super Bowl commercial for Doritos. He also teased a collab with Kanye, but unfortunately that never ended up happening. Chance the Rapper was on his way to becoming a certified A-list celebrity. But then, on July 6th of 2019, he released his debut album, The Big Day. Nearly a decade into his career, Chance the Rapper released his debut studio album, and it was entirely dedicated to his wife, Kirsten Corley. The Big Day was heavily influenced by his marriage that had happened in March of that year, and it wasn't really received too.
Question. That was a debut. Yeah, that's kind of, it's crazy to think that was a debut. But was this album really that bad? I don't know. I never listened to it. But dog, all I heard is after this album, niggas kept making fun of, I love my wife, I love my wife, I love my wife. I said all the niggas was doing this album, I love my wife. Listen, bro, I understand if you love your wife, bro. But goddamn, bro, chill out. Never heard it. I'm gonna go back and listen to this one day.
Poorly by critics, but the internet absolutely tore it up. I'm sure you guys all remember this meme.
Oh, I love my wife.
There you go. There you go. I love my wife.
I love my wife. Ah, let's go ride a bike with my wife. Ah, my wife's real young. My wife's real small. Let's go to the beach and play with a beach ball. Praise Jesus God and my wife. Let's go to the beach and ride a bike.
This actually became such a big meme that he even has a page on Know Your Meme explaining the whole situation. Genius also even made a video describing every single time Chance mentioned his wife on this album. Chance was clowned all over the internet for this for a very long time to come. And as I'm sure many of you know, it's really hard to break out of the meme status. Once someone makes you into a meme, it will likely follow you around for your entire career. And I do feel bad for Chance because I honestly did.
Man, not really. Not if you start dropping fire ass songs. Not if you start dropping fire ass songs. I feel like one of the problems when niggas drop ass shit that niggas start to meme them, they let the internet sit on that shit for too long instead of dropping fire. Dropping that shit.
Didn't think the album was that bad.
Niggas was trying to say Lil Baby was washed. Yeah, bro, they gonna keep pushing that one. Trey, I sent you a video on Twitter. What video?
But I also enjoy pretty much anything with a melody and a rhythm, so maybe I'm not the best critic. Regardless, following the release of this album, his career took a turn for the worse. Chance was arguing back and forth with fans on Twitter who were critiquing his album. He was arguing back and forth with one guy for a little bit, constantly getting ratioed in the process. Some people even thought he was hacked because it was so irregular for him to act like this. He also canceled his tour because of what people speculated was low ticket sales. Chance said that he had to cancel the tour to spend time with his family, and he did just have a second kid. But because there were BOGO sales going for tickets and the tour had been postponed, it wouldn't be too surprising if ticket sales weren't great. However, apparently all of this could have been avoided if Chance had just listened to his manager. Chance had recently fired his manager, Pat Corcoran, and even more recently, Pat filed a lawsuit against him. The lawsuit was mostly about money that Pat was owed. However, he also mentioned The Big Day. Pat said that Chance was ignoring his advice about the album and even blamed him for poor reception and poor ticket sales, which confirms the theory that he canceled his tour because of poor
the best Hot Davis moments
or ticket sales. On top of all of that, he was recently seen dancing with some random girls, which had people questioning how he can make an entire album about his wife and then do
Yo, the internet. They be on
dancing with some random girls, which had people.
Damn, she got the God. Yo, they be on shit and start talking about shit for so long. Let me tell you what. I don't give a fuck if Chance the Rapper is married and dance like this. I really don't care for real. TOS.
Questioning.
Girl, put that up. All right, it's a better image. Bro, niggas be, they was on him. Dog, who cares? It's carnival. I mean, listen, that's cool. If his wife allow it, go crazy. Bro, some wives, newsflash, some women not on that super jealous shit. They don't care. It's a whole lot more than what you think. They don't care. Nigga. Now, would I let my fucking girl go to carnival and be dancing on everybody? I don't give a fuck about none of that. Nope. Nope. I can't date a Caribbean woman then. Nope. That shit, shorty, you geeking. You tweaking this bitch. Hey, call me insecure. Fuck it, I guess I'm that. But dog, his wife didn't give a fuck. His wife didn't care. But niggas on the internet real life was mad at this nigga. I'm like, bro, who give a fuck?
How he can make an entire album about his wife and then do that. Regardless, Chance's situation is very unfortunate because he is very talented. Since the Big Day incident in 2019, he hasn't released an album, and he has released some solid music. If you can't handle a bad bitch, just say that, bro. They be using that to gaslight you. They be using that to gaslight niggas so they can just do whatever. Stop, babe. Just stop it. Amount of fans, but he really hurt his career after that album. Yeah. Thicke. Thicke is an artist that fell off way quicker than he blew up. I remember listening to Blurred Lines and watching the video when I was in like 6th grade, and I don't remember hearing anything about Thicke since. So Thicke was born into a family already in the industry, with his mom being Gloria Loring, an actress and singer, and his dad being Alan Thicke, an actor. Robin also did a little bit of acting as he grew up. However, he eventually took an interest in music. He made a group called As One and recorded a demo tape with his group. Somehow, the R&B singer Brian McKnight got a hold of his demo tape. This nigga's a super freak. Brian McKnight needs help. Began to work with Robin. Anyways, after working with Brian McKnight for a while, he was able to make more connections that led to him signing with Interscope Records at the age of only 16. Robin was first able to work his way into the industry by writing and producing songs for other artists. But then in 1999, at the age of 22, he began making his first album. He released a song called When I Get You Alone, I'm gonna let that nigga make it, man. Charts across the world, which is pretty impressive for a first song. Following that success, he released his album A Beautiful World, which didn't do super well, especially when you put it next to his debut single, but by 2012 it did sell about 120,000 copies. And while, like I said, the album didn't perform super well, a lot of people in the music industry were actually able to find out about Robin because of this album, and they thought he was pretty talented. One of those people was Pharrell, who produced his next single, Wanna Love You Girl. Then he released his next album, The Evolution of Robin Thicke. The only thing about Robin Thicke that I think about when it first comes to my mind is obviously Lost Without You. That shit is fucking super fire. That is a timeless song. I'm telling you, nigga, we're gonna be singing that motherfucker for a long time. That shit is fire. Also, too, I think that what's that nigga X? Oh my gosh, he was fired. The nigga Robin lost her, and then he was trying to get it back. That nigga was tweaking, bitch. Tweaking. Yeah, those are the first two things that come to my mind. I would too. Shit, her ass was fired, nigga. And Queen Latifah trying to get my girl, nigga. I'll never watch Set It Off again, girl. Don't play with me like that. You will lose these stream views. Trying to get my woman, nigga. Get away from Paula, nigga. In 2006, which even featured Lil Wayne. Along with that album came the song Lost Without You, which was his breakout hit. Robin continued steadily releasing albums over the next 7 years and was growing his fan base. But everything would change on March 26 of 2013 when Robin Thicke released the song Blurred Lines with T.I. and Pharrell, which was released as the lead single to his upcoming album. As I'm sure you all know, Blurred Lines absolutely blew up. Since the song was released, it has been certified diamond, and it was also the 13th biggest song of the 2010s. He released his album Blurred Lines a few months later, and it sold 177,000 copies. But all of that success was not without controversy. Robin took the brunt of the criticism for the lyrics, although they were mostly written by Pharrell, because many people thought this song was promoting culture, with the phrase blurred lines referring to issues of consent. However, Pharrell has said that he was referring to being rejected. The music video and song were also under fire for being misogynistic. Regardless, the song was a huge success, and it brought Robin to a whole nother level that he would never.
I'll be so tired of these motherfuckers trying to be super deep, bro. Like, oh my God, bro. I'm so glad that super fucking crybaby era, or like the super sensitive era, has toned down. It's still, we still deal with it a bit, but like, bro, that super sensitive shit where they just try to make think pieces over everything. Like, oh my goodness, bro. Just stop, bro.
See again. Also in August of 2013, during the MTV Video Music Awards, Robin performed Blurred Lines with Miley Cyrus, which resulted in another huge controversy.
Nah, it toned down, bro. Like, listen, y'all gotta know that shit used to be bad, nigga. Bad. Like, you don't think it did? Nah, it for sure did. In my opinion, it for sure did. But nigga, they still on that timing, but dog, the think pieces, bro. They get a think piece over something new every day. I'm like, bro, god damn, you is not finna save the world. Like, fuck. And you going crazy. This nigga dressed like Beetlejuice.
With people saying it was too raunchy or too sexist and other things along those lines. It was actually the most tweeted about event ever, with 360,000 tweets about it per minute, which is absolutely insane. Regardless, it was an event that would foreshadow the downfall of Robin Thicke's career. Following the VMAs, pictures of Robin grabbing some girl's butt circulated the internet, which was a big deal because he was married to the actress/model Paula Patton. They had met when he was 14 and had been together for 21 years. She helped him write songs, was in his music videos, and was on the cover for one of his albums. They were both very public and very close. But on February 4th of 2014, Paula Patton and Robin Thicke divorced. This was the inspiration for Robin's next album called Paula, which was an album all about his ex-wife that was released in 2014. It was made in just a month, and it shows. With songs like You're My Fantasy, Get Her Back, Still Madly Crazy, Love Can Grow Back, and Too Little Too Late, it's pretty obvious what the album is about. On Get Her Back, Robin expresses his regrets in his relationship, and on Little Too Late, he does the same thing. The video for Get Her Back was even weirder, with text messages flashing with things like, we had everything. Why? I can't make love to you anymore. I wrote a whole album about you. To which she responds, I don't care. So I'm sure you guys are getting a pretty good picture of this album. It was basically just a really cringy album about wanting his ex-wife back.
Is that really though, bro? We gotta chill with the word simping though. That was his ex though. Like, listen, I honestly feel like when it's your girl, you really can't simp. You really can't simp unless you was just egregious. When it's your girl, you know what I'm saying? Now you can crash out, but simping, I don't know though.
Music itself wasn't terrible, but the lyrics and the overall message were pretty rough. One critic even called it one of the creepiest albums ever made. He would even say things like help me get her back while performing his songs live. It was really just a very pathetic album that came off as very weird. This album sold 24,000 copies in the US, which is crazy in comparison to his previous 177,000. And what's even worse is it sold 550 copies in Canada, 530 copies in the UK, and 54 copies in Australia. That's not short for 1,000 either. Those are triple-digit numbers right there. Robin himself did say that he regrets releasing the album commercially because it was so personal, and Paula has never commented on it, but I do feel pretty bad for her that it even exists. Following Paula, Robin didn't release an album until 2021, about 7 years later. Also, I want to give a shout out to Todd in the Shadows. I found him while making this video, and he did a much more in-depth video on this subject. He has a series called Train Records where he covers albums that were just train wrecks. So it's pretty interesting. He makes really good videos, and I just found him recently, so I want to share his channel with you guys. Yeah, he's really entertaining, much more in depth. I'll leave a link below.
Man,
Roddy Ricch is.
I thought about the Roddy Ricch song "The Box" today, nigga. Like, I was like, man, that nigga really killed that shit. That nigga really killed that shit. And then I just think about like, yo, this nigga really is just like ice fucking cold right now, bro.
someone who I definitely think could make a comeback because he is very talented, but ever since releasing his sophomore album, his career has been on a very steep decline. He began making music when he was 16 years old and released his first mixtape, Feed the Streets, in 2017. It had a handful of popular songs that caught the attention of many artists like Mustard, Meek Mill, Nipsey Hussle, and 03 Greedo. These connections were instrumental in helping his career grow. Following that project, he released an EP called Before the Fame, and also performed at a Nipsey Hussle concert in LA. That same year, he began the rollout for his next mixtape, Feed the Streets 2, with the release of the single Die Young. This song would become Roddy's breakout hit, helping him blow up and carve out a lane for himself, and also get the attention of other artists. He performed with Meek Mill, featured on his album alongside Future and Young Thug, and then he released Feed the Streets 2. It peaked at 67 on the Billboard 200. In 2019, he featured on Nipsey Hussle's song Racks in the Middle, which led to him getting a Grammy for Best Rap Performance. He featured on a remix of Post Malone's Wow, and then was on the song Ballin' with Mustard, a song from Mustard's album Perfect 10. This song was a huge success, and this is how I personally found Roddy, because that was a really good song. The album itself is certified gold, so it definitely helped Roddy get some exposure. Then in late 2019, with all of his buzz and industry connections, Roddy began rolling out his debut album. He released a few really good singles and then dropped the album Please Excuse Me for Being Antisocial on December 6th of 2019. The album itself was really good, but one song in particular stood out, and that song was The Box. The Box had a really weird intro, which led to it becoming a huge meme on TikTok, with over 1.2 million videos being made to that sound. However, the song itself was also really good, which helped it blow up and become a smash hit. The Box has 1.6 billion streams on Spotify, spent 11 weeks at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, and is certified diamond. This was no doubt Roddy's biggest song to date, and he even had artists like Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez begging their fans to get their songs to number 1. The album itself too was really good.
That was crazy, bro. Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber was moving. Well, I don't know about Justin Bieber, but Selena Gomez was moving crazy. She was begging them to try to take Roddy Ricch's spot. It was like, nigga, girl, fuck out of here, nigga. I'm about to put the box on. Fuck out of here, Selena. Put it out the coop at the lot. Tell them fuck 12, fuck SWAT. Nigga, you're done. You're not getting that spot, nigga. What are you talking about?
And it sold 101,000 copies first week. However, it would be all downhill from there. In an interview with GQ in 2020, Roddy Ricch said that he was making his second album and that it was a full-blown masterpiece, a real idea and a real body of work. And based on what he had just previously delivered, people were very excited for his next album. However, people were waiting and waiting for a very long time. Other than a couple features here and there.
I feel like that was one of Roddy's biggest fucking problems. After that album, he went ghost. No features, no nothing. This is not back in the early 2000s. It's not that time no more. Nigga, if you are out of sight, unless you a nigga like, realistically, Drake, who else? J. Cole, Kendrick, goddamn, shit, maybe a nigga like, Kanye, Rick Ross, I don't want to say Beyonce, because we talking about rap. Wayne, I ain't gonna lie, I don't put Wayne in that spot no more. Future, there we go. Nigga, if you are out of sight, you are out of fucking mind. But also, too, with Future, I can't even put Future in that list, though, because the problem with Future drops so much fucking music, he's never out of mind. Future never stopped dropping. I can't put Future in that list. He never stops. So the thing is with Roddy, bro, you dropped this amazing album. We fucked with this shit heavy. And then, nigga, there was no more features. There was no more nothing, nigga. Out of there. And we already caught the vibe from you that you didn't really like, he didn't really like doing niggas features. He didn't like to do it. You need to ride the momentum. That's a fact. Or you get Nova. That's a fucking fact, bro. Like, it's the reason why, listen, Young Thug, nigga, Young Thug kept dropping that fire. He used all that momentum, went crazy. That new Trippy crack. Oh, wait, Runchy. You want to listen to the Trippy? Well, you saw listen to that. But yeah, like, just gone. But yeah, man. Drake too. Yeah, in the beginning, Drake kept doing all that. Now Drake can go a long period of time and not drop nothing. Be good. be good. Roddy just didn't do it.
And his appearance on Rockstar, Roddy Ricch was not releasing his album. Then, finally, about 2 years after releasing his debut album, he released his sophomore album, Live Life Fast. Like I said, it was extremely hyped up, and he even said that the album had a no-skip policy, but it did not live up to the expectations at all. The album wasn't even bad, it was just so mediocre that fans were very let down.
You see, that's the thing. Now you've been gone for 2 years, the anticipation is up. Your last album, we fucked with it heavy. It was crazy. Nigga, if you drop a mediocre album 1 year after that banger album, it's not as bad as if you drop a mediocre album 2 years later. That's terrible. Also, too, bro, you wasn't dropping no songs, no nothing.
He got a lot of hate with comments like, he must be living life fast because the album sounds like he made it in a week. And Roddy saw the hate, immediately announcing that he would be dropping another album next year. The album also only sold 62,000 copies first week, which is about 40% less than what his previous album sold. Then, a couple months after releasing that album, Roddy Ricch posted a snippet of some new music to Twitter, and the fans absolutely clowned him for it. So much so that he deactivated his Twitter and posted on Instagram saying, "Guess I'm a flop now." One person even referred to it as...
Also, too, I'm not an artist. I'm not in this world. Not in that world. But in my opinion, I feel like, I know it'd be annoying, dog, they got all that hate on you. Don't acknowledge it. At least not on social media. You can acknowledge it in the song because y'all artists and y'all music is y'all muse. But if you acknowledge it, a lot of these niggas is fickles and they trolls. You let them know they can get to you. So, nigga, your next songs might be good, but, nigga, we know we can call you ass. We gonna keep calling you ass. We don't acknowledge it unless I'm talking about it in the song. I'm not finna go to social media. Most of y'all don't even get paid to tweet. Y'all just hating the hate. Just rock out, bro. Just rock out, bro.
As the Chance the Rapper-ification of Roddy Ricch. And while that's a terrible phrase, it is true. Because like I said, once you become a meme or start getting clowned on, it's really hard to break out of that. However, Roddy did later do an interview with DJ Academics in which he gave other reasons as for why he left the internet.
Don't tell me you letting these niggas get to you.
Hell nah. You gotta understand, before the fame, I wasn't an Instagram nigga. They tell you I wasn't on Instagram. I wasn't getting on Instagram Live, taking pictures. I don't even take pictures of myself. I really be putting shit on.
It was clear though that the internet was getting to him, especially since he said in an
listen, even if that's a fact, bro, you need your social media. You need your social media, especially if you're an artist, to help you push shit. Come on, man. Like, and you deleted it after niggas called you a flop and you said, I guess I'm a flop now. They got to you, bro. It's okay, bro. You human. Like, that be the thing, man. Some of these artists, man, they be acting like they just not human and they just too cool, bro. Like, bro, you had a moment. You got, bro. You got. What did Fresh say? I seen something he said. I was making music for y'all. That shit ain't for me. Listen, man. Wait, Uzi what? Uzi clowned him? Oh yeah, I ain't gonna lie. And he beefing with Uzi too. He beefing with Uzi. I think there's a rumor that I forgot about that. It's a rumor this nigga smashed JT. Like, I think Uzi even got a song. Guess you fuck my bitch something. I'm not gonna lie. No cap. I'm not finna say yes you fuck my. Yo, you hit my shorty. I'm never acknowledging it, nigga. I'll never admit it. What you talking about? You ain't fuck my bitch, not mine. He a liar. Hey, that nigga might be telling the truth. Boy, that nigga lying. Boy, that nigga ain't never fuck one of mine. Hell nah. Boy, yo, you think I'm finna come out and say that? But you know, I ain't gonna lie. I'm a petty nigga, though. I'm a petty nigga, bro. Like, man, part of me, I'll be mad. Nigga got one up on me, nigga. I never let the world know, nigga. Fuck you. Hey, not my queen, nigga. Stop playing with me.
A lot of people don't have to deal with more than 10 people. So just imagine 7 million that see your posts every day. Roddy was very clearly under a lot of pressure and a lot of stress. He even addressed these expectations in an interview.
What do you say to yourself when people try to have these expectations and they're so unrealistic?
I would, I mean, that's on them. You know what I mean? I feel like I've just been having a great career in rap. You know what I'm saying? Every album is not gonna be the greatest album to ever live, and we got to be okay with it.
But you put that expectation on yourself as well. No skip policy. We haven't seen you in 2 years. You working on an all-out masterpiece. I know you drawing hype, but you put expectations on your shit, bro. You did. And another thing too with Roddy, you can tell, Roddy, I know you up millions and millions, but you can tell that hunger ain't there to be great. Respectfully, from a fan listening, it don't sound like that, bro. It don't sound like that.
With that.
Then about a year after dropping his previous album, Roddy released the album Feed the Streets 3, which only sold 38,000 copies first week. So it's obvious ever since releasing Live Life Fast paired with the whole Twitter snippet incident.
I feel like Roddy Ricch realistically gotta go on a crazy feature run. In my opinion, your solo albums is not doing what they need to do. Your solo projects, now you're releasing music more frequent. They're not doing what they need to do. Use all these connections that you got. Go on a crazy feature run. Roddy can give you a nice hook. He can give you a fire-ass hook. You go on a nice feature run, it get people like, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. All right, bro, shit. Roddy like that. Roddy like that. Like, use that to drive the momentum into your other shit. And after you go on this feature run, then you start to drop some more projects. Matter of fact, nigga, drop projects with people featured on it. Don't even give them your solo shit just yet. Drop, hey, I'm featured on your shit next. I'm dropping something crazy and you featured on my shit. Give me big names on my shit. Boom. Hey, we back in rotation. Just like that, everybody that said you fell off, they love you. They fuck with you. All that shit ain't happening. Listen to that Trippy. What about 21? What you mean 21? 21 Savage on an amazing run right now, feature-wise. We're waiting on that album. Don Toliver took his spot. Don Toliver and Roddy Ricch don't even serve the same kind of crowd for real, bro. Like, nah, I don't. Like, Don Toliver ain't stealing Roddy Ricch's fans. If anything, people would listen to both.
Thing. Roddy's career has been on a decline, and it is very unfortunate because he is a very talented artist. But like the interview from earlier alluded to, he has really high expectations following his debut album Antisocial because it was a really good album. So it is unfortunate, but I think Roddy could easily come back if he just drops an album that's on par with or better than Antisocial.
Yeah, but the thing is, YBN Nahmir. Yo, I've been seeing niggas on the timeline starting to give Nahmir love for a song that they clowned him for recently. It's happening. Like, they clowned him for a song a year ago, and they was like, I ain't gonna lie. This song is actually all right. It's happening on the timeline. It's happening on the timeline, man.
So I covered YBN Nahmir's career in a previous video, but he had a catastrophic fall off after releasing his debut album, so I just had to include him in this one. Nahmir and his friends met on Xbox and formed a collective called YBN and started making music together. He started releasing music solo and with YBN members in 2015 and continued releasing music from there. He was just making music for fun with his friends like a lot of people in high school do, and he released a couple of mixtapes in 2016 and 2017. All of his music was made with just a blue snowball microphone in his bedroom, so it was clear he wasn't super serious. Nahmir was young, still in high school, and having fun with his music when he released the song Rubbing Off the Paint. The song began to get attention, and then Worldstar reached out to him to post the song. So they posted it on their channel and it went mega viral. Rubbing Off the Paint was a huge hit. It hit 46 on the Billboard Hot 100.
That beat was fire, but also too, nigga, like, bro, that song like benefits from that producer tag too, bro. Nigga, the song was fire. Like, but that's what I thought you said. No, let me interest you. Boom. It was something like, hold on, what is it?
We can make a couple.
Am I misremembering? I think I might be misremembering.
That's what I thought you said. Now let me offer this as a rebuttal.
Nigga, that SpongeBob tag was alright. You be like, hold on, wait a minute. Nigga come in there, wait, what the fuck?
That's what I thought you said. Now let me offer this as a rebuttal.
Damn. Like, nigga, it just came on fire as fuck, nigga.
It went 2 times platinum and became a classic song from the SoundCloud era. To this day, Rubbing Off the Paint is one of his biggest songs. He continued releasing music like Bounce Out With That, the Race remix, and more that helped him grow steadily as they were fairly good. He followed up his massive success with YBN The Mixtape, a mixtape featuring himself and the other YBN members. His success helped put other people like
I did not listen to YBN niggas for real. I listened to that YBN The Mixtape. I'm like, yo, let me hear it. That mixtape was not for me, gang. It was not for me. I was like, oh, this is not it.
DJ and Corday on the map as well. This mixtape featured artists like Gucci Mane, MGK, Lil Skies, Wiz Khalifa, Chris Brown, and more. They were clearly blowing up and becoming much more successful. By this point, Nahmir had also signed with Atlantic Records and was also featured by
Man, that nigga Thicke mad his ass in the goddamn pen, nigga. That nigga mad he was in the pen and another nigga was getting goddamn exposure at the same time he was getting exposure.
XXL in their 2018 freshman class, which was a lot more relevant back then. Speaking of XXL, I've been thinking
like
of
real nigga shit. Like, come on, bro. Like, that's some crazy shit.
Their decline and how they're kind of not as relevant as they used to be. So let me know in the comments if you think that's interesting. If it's not, I won't do it, but if it is, I will. Anyways, Nahmir was in a really good spot, but hadn't been releasing much solo music other than a few features here and there. He released 2-Seater with G-Eazy and Offset, which had some decent success, and the song Opstoppa, which didn't really blow up until it hit TikTok, which then led to a remix featuring 21 Savage. But other than that, fans were waiting for his debut album. However, he wasn't releasing anything, so like I said...
Dead wrong. YBN Nahmir. Should have kept being an RP streamer, no cap? Absolutely not. Let me tell you what, nigga. That RP money is cool. You're getting your bag with it. But at the time, he was making more money as a rapper. Bro, he went to where the money was. What the fuck is this?
Let's go.
Ow!
Let's go.
What the fuck? Nigga jump scared me.
With this pole, I'ma take souls if it come to that. You was fucking with them niggas, girl, you know that you was dead wrong. Been had a lot of hoes before I had them racks. 25A, you can catch me in that end zone. With this pole, I'ma take souls.
With the fast food thing, he was falling into irrelevancy. Then finally, about 4 years after coming out with Rubbing Off the Paint, he released his debut album Visionland. This album was not good and also featured a song called Soul Train that turned him into a huge meme. Like we discussed with Roddy Ricch and Chance the Rapper, that is the last thing you want to happen to you in the music industry, especially if you don't have the music to back it up. On top of that, Visionland sold 4,000 copies, which also added to how much people were making fun of him on the internet. The music quality wasn't there. He waited.
All right, man.
Know that you was dead wrong. Been had a lot of hoes before I had them racks. 25A, you can catch me in that end zone. I'ma take souls if it come to that. You was fucking with them niggas, girl, you know that you was dead wrong. Been had a lot of hoes before I had them racks. 25A, you can catch me in that end zone.
It got better. You know what this shit sound like? It sound like a jerk song. Real shit. This shit sound like you'll be in that bitch pin dropping.
4-7, she be calling when she all alone. She can only get my dick if her bag in. Blow her back out, I got her screaming, finna tap out. Yo, bitch, like to call me daddy when we fucking.
Okay. All right, I'm good off that though. That nigga said Flice react songs.
4 years to drop and he was turned into a meme. He kept digging a deeper hole for himself over the years as he was doing cringy dances, arguing with fans, begging No Jumper to not post memes of him, and he even mentioned starting an OnlyFans. YBN Nahmir had become the laughing stock of the rap community. To be fair to Nahmir, there were some issues with his label that we don't know too much about. However, he has tweeted a few times about how much he hated his label and how he couldn't wait to get out of his deal with Atlantic. So it's very possible that the label was delaying the release of his album, or maybe they put it on the back burner, or maybe they even had a hand in the creative decisions. Regardless, after releasing Visionland, YBN Nahmir's career has come crashing down. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to leave a like down below. Other than that though, this has been Matty Balls, and I will see you guys next week.